In any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's gonna win that itch. On this team, we fight for that itch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that itch.
When you entered the 5th round against Kelvin, you said,
"You're not gonna beat me. I'm prepared to die." I signed my death warrant right there. I was like, look, if I'm ready to die, I'm ready to kill. You have to be willing to give something up as well.
I've never feared any man in my life. My grassroots background, we don't back down from anyone. I don't play games. I don't kiss anyone's ass. And I'm a real man. And if I die, I want to die, man.
There's a difference between who you are and what you are. And what I am when I step on that court is, I become that. I am that killer snake.
I'm from Brownsville, Brooklyn. I'm not afraid of nobody. In the ring or out of the ring, they got a gun or a knife. And I'll show him that too. I'm just ready to get it on and crush this guy's skull and show the real world champion is the best fighter in the era.
The only way out for me at that time was death. I'm going to be a Navy SEAL, or I'm going to die trying, period. And my body said, Roger that.
Every giant in your life, slay him. You go back and slay him. Don't kill him, slay him. Step up to the plate. Who got next? Who else wants some?
You're not in here to get an achievement. You're in here to pay your fucking dues, so later in life, you never wonder what if. We're putting the work in now, so we never wonder what if. Not run by the clock. Our competition's asleep right now. We're getting ahead of that competition.
I don't want to see a smile on that face after the game. The ultimate disrespect is when somebody takes what's yours. And this is our game. It's our time. And there's a bunch of guys trying to take it from us.
Somebody out there sitting working harder than you. No! Oh! No! Somebody working harder! Hurry up! Let's go!
You think things are gonna just go your way? Well, they're not gonna just go your way. You gotta make them go your way. You think things are gonna just happen for you? Well, they're not just gonna happen for you. You gotta make them happen.
There is always gonna be champions. With your name, this is your choice. You wanna put your name there? Okay, work hard. No? Bye-bye. Very simple, nothing special.
I love war. I love the act of war. I love the players in war. I love the philosophy of war. I'm invincible. I'm a savage. I'm ferocious. I'm the smartest savage.
The one mentality that you must have in life is that regardless of what's in front of you, you still must grind. I don't want to do half the shit I do, but still I grind. And that one day, you see me down a dark alley.
I always cry before I fight. I'm getting ready to change into somebody I don't like.
I don't care about living or dying. I'm a dysfunctional motherfucker.
You don't like that fight?
Not really. No. He brought more than just fighting with him.
I'm in pain. I want them to see pain. I want their kids to see pain. I don't want their title. I want to strip them of their health.
Are you a good guy trying to be bad, or are you a bad guy trying to be good?
That's a good question. I think I am a bad guy that's trying to be good.
I had to invent a guy that didn't exist. I had to invent a guy that can take any pain, any suffering, anything that was inhumane to most people. I had to go do it.
Here's the thing, man. You know who I am. I will kill you. I'm okay dying as long as you die with me.
Royal is in my blood. If this was a different time, I would invade his favela on horseback and kill anyone that was not fit to work. But we are in a new time, so I'll whoop his ass in July.
I'm prison always ran together, they were tough. When they was in, they ain't tough. When I bring that pain to them, they ain't tough. They think they've been around crazy niggas. Oh no, they don't know one.
People go, man, why don't you ever smile?
They don't know me, son.
There's no f***ing end, my friend.
Lose! I don't lose! I win! I win! That's my job! That's what I do!
9th place, 8th, 7th, 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 2nd.
I was willing to die on that football field.
You know what time it is! You know what time it is! Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Am I a bad person? I'm single-minded. I think I'm better than everyone else. I don't respect you. I want to take what's yours and never give it back. Does that make me a bad person?
You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
Sometimes it's better to be the bad guy. Because when they say they like you, you don't know if they like you. But when they say they hate you, then you know they really hate you.
I just try to bite his heart, you know. That time I thought I really want to bite his heart, you know. Everybody's great when they're not tired. The champions is when they tired, that's when the real champions come out. That's when that real dog come out. Because if you go piss like a puppy, stay on the porch.
There's human beings that have a different temperament and different minds and a ruthless competitive drive that's almost terrifying to an ordinary person. If we were living 1,000 years ago, he would be on a horse with the biggest battle axe, hacking heads off, and everybody would be running.
When I say I am God, you think I'm joking or not? I'm not joking. When I come on the field, I feel like that. I feel untouchable. And I feel I will smash everyone that comes in my way.
I illustrate my reign with bloodshed and pain. Then everybody will fear me. Got trembling in bones.
This is my life, and I'm willing to die. I will die to beat you. Know that.
All right, be prepared to do that.
Well, I take it life. That's what I do. I'm ordained for this. I've been to Valhalla. I've seen the most vicious and most cruel people in the world. They accept me. He can't stop me.
This is not his option. This is God's option. I'm gonna keep going. If I wanna stop you, you have to kill me.
I'll fight to the death. I'd rather die. I would rather die than be that loser guy.
Everybody stop talking. Heads will start dropping. And I start taking souls.
You gotta put yourself in that cage. When I'm in that cage, bro, don't touch me, don't talk to me. It has nothing to do with camaraderie. It's stone cold killer.
Do not for 1 second around with what I gotta do to get mine. Cause I promise you, there is nothing I'm not prepared to do.
I wish the water was cold. I wish them motherfucking structures keep on running. I wish for rain. When the ending is unknown and the distance is unknown, that's when you know who the fuck you are.
When you're hurt, how do you feel? When I'm hurt, I love it. I love that feeling because it's real. That's the most realest feeling that you could ever have.
I'm unbeatable. I can't be beat. This is impossible. You can damage me. You're never ever gonna beat me.
You finally made it to the big leagues, and now you want to chill? Now you got the big head? Now you can't grind? You here now. You finally made it.
I view aggression as a fire in your mind that says I'm going to use every tool I have to crush my enemy.
The heat doesn't bother us. We live in the heat. We train in the heat. It tells us that we're ready. We're at home.
5 minutes before I come out, my gloves are laced up. I can feel my knuckle piercing against a tight leather glove. All during my training, I've been afraid of this man. I thought this man might be capable of beating me. I've dreamed of him beating me. But as closer I get to the ring, I'm more confident. Once I'm in the ring, I'm a god.
You gotta create a lot of different emotion to heighten your sense of awareness and focus. For me, anger was good. Anger was good because it was motivating. The more I could create an enemy, the more I wanted to go out and kill those guys.
I wish they would let me next door so I could spit in your face.
You know I would absolutely kill you if you ever did something like that,
You
right?
could never kill me.
Oh, I bet you I could.
What did you say Clay said?
Clay said, I guess he just got his feelings hurt.
Yesterday I give you slab. Artyom, I give you slab. You eat this like a woman, like a baby. What happened now? Something changed?
I'll give up my arm, I'll give up an eye. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure you never forget the night you stepped in the octagon with me.
I just never had to worry about nobody ever bullying me again. Cause I know I would fucking kill them if they fucked.
That's all I needed. That's all I needed for him to do that. And it became personal with me.
Fucking bet against me. Bet against me. Tell me it's not gonna happen. Tell me it's gonna fail. I love it. I love every minute of it.
I'm just thinking how funny it is where I'm gonna be tomorrow morning and my competition. Still drinking down their fears and trying to escape their current reality. I'm working tonight. I laugh at how much further I'm getting ahead of them.
You wanna become best, you wanna become champion, and now you wanna say like you tired? Who cares? You tired or not? Nobody cares about you.
There's a fucker out there who wants what you have, who wants the position you are, who wants the job you have, who wants the wife that you have. There's someone out there hungry and wants everything you can have.
Don't put on a show. You win the game. Don't put on the show. You win the game. Don't put on the show. You freaking win the game. You don't put on the show. You win.
John, can you hear that, John?
We're afraid to make enemies. We're afraid of what they might say behind your back. Shut the noise out. Embrace the fact that people don't like you. It means you're doing something right.
When I haven't tasted blood in a while, some situation will unfold and I'll go into war mode. It makes me feel so good to be in that mode, to feel that focus. That's when I love the taste of blood.
There's no way in the world that Nakamura, Yoshida, Vanderlei, Quentin, nobody asks for me. Nobody asks to fight me. So if you ask for me, you're gonna get exactly what you asked for.
How many people in this planet? About 5 billion people, 6 billion? I could be every one of them in a fair fight. I was just disappointed that I didn't kill them back then. I just wanted to make sure they never got up.
You just want this shit so to escape from reality? Yeah, I don't need this shit. I am reality.
I embody the spirit of a martial artist, the heart of a martial artist, what it truly means to be a martial artist. I'll give up my arm, I'll give up an eye. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure you never forget the night you stepped in the octagon with me.
I'm the best ever. There's no fighter that endured what I endured and reigned supreme. I'm a Tyrannosaurus, man. I'm a tyrannical titan. There's no way he can beat me.
I'm gonna chop his ass up, and there's two ways he can go. He can fall on his face, or he can fall on his back. I was born to win, and I will die a winner. You better believe that.
I want to be the guy that people looked at and said, this motherfucker is gonna keep coming after whatever the is in front of him.
Back, motherfucker! 17! You don't know me, son! Get it! 18! You don't know me, son!
Get it! I will not be defeated. I will not be destroyed. You will not break me. You will not stop me. You will not defeat me. The only way I lose is if I quit. It's going to be a dog fight.
I'm not the one that dies, kid. I'm the one that does killing.
My mindset is I will not lose. I will not lose, man. That's how you gotta move in this world today. Regardless of the circumstances, you will not win because I will not lose.
You have to demand it. You have to promise yourself that you will not ever be a failure. I don't care if you're on your deathbed, you're dying, it hurts. I would rather die than acknowledge to myself that I'm that loser.
Never give up. Never in your life give up. Keep driving through the goddamn pain. Muscle through the pain. Muscle through the goddamn pain.
There's no timeout. You can't raise your hand and stop the clock. It doesn't happen. So instead, I recommend you learn how to flip that switch when you face something that is overwhelming or challenging. You flip that switch that says,
you gotta have the monster. In order to be a world champion in any type of combat sport, you have to have that monster. A legit monster inside of you that doesn't really live in the real world. If you can't put that monster away at times,
you're in trouble.
Mike, if you wasn't a boxer, what sport you think you'll play very well?
If I wasn't a boxer, I'd be a criminal.
Come on, you're scared coward. You got man enough to fuck with me.
So if you ever try to intimidate me again, I'm gonna implant a bullet in his motherfucking skull.
Bo said he gonna set the tone to start the game. When he said, I'm running through Powell's chest.
We was like, what? And he said, I'm running through.
When you're running, you run for hours.
Days.
What? Days.
There's people that are willing to go very far. And then there's people that are willing to go far further than that.
That's it.
You have to decide, do I want to look at that as the new standard? Do I want to admire him? Or do I want to take him down?
Seeing someone show fear is one of the most intoxicating things. When you hit a human being and you see his conscience flash out for a quick second, it is a drug and I'm addicted to it.
Who's your hero in bodybuilding? Who do you admire the most?
I don't admire anyone.
All I do is kick ass and say, line them up. I'm a go-getter. And I'm gonna always find a way to come out on top.
I want you to understand that I'm here, that every time I hit you, you're gonna feel exactly what I want you to, and that's pain.
I had a quote installed on my wall. It says, may God have mercy upon my enemies, because I won't.
My whole objective is your total surrender, your total domination. I'm gonna destroy you.
We in this for life. It's a lifestyle. This ain't no light switch off and on. It stays on 24/7.
The heart of a champion is a light switch that's always on. It doesn't go on and off when someone's watching. It's constant.
I guarantee you, when I line up and they line up, I want what all other men want. But when the pressure hits, when the opposition hits, when the challenge hits, when the pain creeps in, when the uncertainty creeps in, when the cuts, when the scars, when the bruises come, I just wanted a little bit more than they wanted.
Every single person that wins big, they only have one plan, and that is they are going to win or they are going to die trying.
You have to attack. You have to keep attacking. The enemy has to know he is not going to give up. You must break the soul of whatever is in front of you.
Somebody came to my office the other day crying. I said, look, don't cry to give up. Cry to keep going. You already in pain. You already hurt. Get a reward from it.
Listen to everybody. Nobody believes in you. What are you prepared to do about it? Don't let no one come into your house. Take your meal. Do what you need to do today.
You got all the talent in the world, but are you obsessed? Let's face it, it's you against you out there. When you walk on that court, you have to think, I am the best
ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lennox is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever.
In a society where mediocrity is too often the standard and too often rewarded, there is intense fascination with men who detest mediocrity, who refuse to define themselves in conventional terms, and who seek to transcend traditionally recognized human capabilities.
Every fucking day I wake up and I don't want to do some fucking shit. I'm like, okay, man, do you want to be a bitch today? Do you want to feel like a little bitch? Do you want to walk around all day knowing that you could, but you didn't?
You have a negative mentality. You're weak-minded. And you're never going to accomplish your goals because I'm telling you right now what you need to do, and you're telling me you can't do it. I can't. You can't? Are you fucking kidding me? You just said I can't?
Those I can't catch a break guys? Yeah. Get them the fuck away from me. I can't be around those guys. I don't want to hear that shit. All the time you're complaining, you could be instead hustling. You could be instead chasing your dream. You could be instead figuring out what you're doing wrong, trying to improve certain aspects of your life, getting your shit together, reading a book, meditating, something. Fucking something.
That's the point. Are you tired yet? But some of you need to get tired. You need to be tired of what's going on in your life. Get tired of your habits. Get tired of your results. Get tired of the actions that you're putting in every day. You gotta change, man, or nothing changes.
You can't just say you want it. It's cute to say it. But when it's showtime, when the sun comes up, you got all the books, you got all the tapes, you got all the access. Now it's time to hunt. Everybody wants to be a beast until it's time to do what beasts do.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. You're making blood come from my damn mouth. That's all it's about, baby. You gotta make blood come through the mouth. You can't just smack me and don't hit me hard. That's bullshit. When you hit him, you hit that motherfucker. Let's kick that ass. Kick that ass. Come on, let's go.
There is a hook in you. One that you cannot see, but it is there. You think I have a choice? There is no fucking choice.
Everybody wants to be a lion when there's no lions around. Mm-hmm. You can be a lion in the company of hyenas, but when you're facing another lion, now we're gonna see what you're really working with.
For those of us climbing to the top of the food chain, there can be no mercy. There is but one rule: hunt or be hunted.
You'll see people who claim to be good guys. They're athletes, they're professional athletes. I'm not a good guy, I'm a villain. It's not something to be proud of, but I'm a villain, dude, and you are a victim.
Hell, if you ain't making enemies, you ain't making money. I would rather eat well than sleep well. You get one shot at life. One shot. One go around in this world. You take life and you grab it by the throat and you make it give you everything you want and screw everybody else.
Somebody come to dancing, man. I'm here to kill somebody here. It's the different here. I'm not dancing in the cage. I come and smash your face, bro.
Sometimes I look in the mirror and get little frights as well looking at myself because I am an absolute animal, a machine. So I probably wouldn't want to fight me either.
We have been honed into a machine of lethal moving parts that you would be wise to avoid if you know what's good for you. We will not be intimidated. We will not back down. If you want war with the United States of America, there's one thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters.
Hey, you wanted this, right? You wanted the real deal? That's what this is. Wake up, you're in the middle of it. You want to run, go ahead. No one's stopping you. Stop complaining.
I wish the water was cold. I wish them motherfucking instructors keep on fucking running. I wish for fucking rain. When the ending is unknown and the distance is unknown, that's when you know who the fuck you are.
Come on, somebody out there sitting working harder than you. Somebody working harder.
There's no excuse for not being the hardest worker. Yeah, someone might be bigger, stronger, faster, quicker, younger, whatever else, but there is no excuse to not be the hardest fucking worker there. When you believe that you have the ability to do something. that the life that you're living right now is going down this direction. You fucking hate where it is. There is nothing else to do but to change direction.
When your alarm clock goes off, I have no thought about whether this is easy, whether this is hard, whether I want to do it, whether I don't want to do it. None of that matters. It's an emotionless, thoughtless discipline. When the alarm clock goes off, you get up, you get out of bed, and you go do what you're supposed to do.
Turn your feelings off when it comes down to you wanting to be better. What that means is when that alarm clock goes off, your feelings gotta go away. It's raining outside, it's cold outside, when you don't want to put those long hours in at work, your feelings have to go away.
You have to understand somewhere around the world, someone gonna train today to meet with you after a couple of years. He follows same goal like you. You know, you have to know one day you're gonna come and you're gonna take everything what you want.
Let's go.
There are just those very few players who train to dominate. They train so hard that winning is inevitable.
Let's go! Let's go! Oh my God.
Being a winner is a curse. It doesn't matter how much you've won before, you're not a winner until you win again and again and again. Nothing is enough. No one understands, and you never want it to stop.
It might be April where you are, and you're expecting nice weather and shit, but it's 20 degrees.
20.
So,
I'm gonna help him.
you might be somewhere where it's too fucking hot. So, you might have sore legs, sore back, sore shoulder. So, the struggle is real. It never gets any easier. You gotta get harder.
While I'm running in the cold, forbidden rain, my enemies are sleeping. My enemies are bathing in jealousy. My enemies are living in envy because they don't have the consistency. They don't have the dedication to get up every single day and make it happen, my friend. So you pray for my enemies because my enemies are the ones who need it the most.
While you're over there watching me and talking about me, I'm working. I'm taking things to the next level. You keep gossiping and I'll keep working. You keep talking smack and I'll keep working. And when you finally look around at where you are and where I'm at, you'll realize that you have nothing left to talk smack about.
You're gonna get criticized no matter what you do. If you go hard, people are gonna criticize you. If you stay a lazy piece of shit, people are gonna criticize you. So you gotta realize that it's up to you to decide what it is you truly want. And it's up to you to accept what pain you are willing to accept.
Challenge me.
19,
Doubt me.
Yeah.
Disrespect me.
You got some more.
Tell me I'm older.
21. Yeah.
Tell me I'm slow. Tell me I can no longer fly. I want you to.
If you're not getting hated on, you ain't doing shit right.
Come on, 23.
You need people talking about you. You need people saying, I don't like that person. Because in turn, they really want to be you. I don't apologize. In the end, I don't care whether you love me or you hate me, just as long as I win.
It's irrelevant what other people say. And once you come to understand that, the noise quiets. If you can understand that it is irrelevant what people gossip, it is irrelevant what they say, it is irrelevant if they laugh, it is irrelevant if they talk, and you understand that the only thing is relevant is what you do, you're going to succeed. And if you're smart, you will take that negativity and you will draw the energy out of it and you will let that propel you with productive action.
The more you put in, the more you get out. So stop fucking making excuses. Get out there and do whatever the fuck it takes to reach your fucking goals.
I've never regretted trying harder at anything ever. Hard times last long, but an epic story feels like a lifetime.
You gotta have a dog in you. You have to have a dog in you. You have to want it. You have to want to be better.
You gotta fucking fight. Shit's hard. You're gonna have days where you don't want to do anything. You're gonna have days where getting out of bed is the hardest thing you ever did in your life. You gotta get the fuck up and you gotta get in the fucking fight. You have to keep fighting. You have to wake up and do your freaking job. Even if you have to crawl through it, you've got to get up and do it.
You don't have to feel good about it. You just have to keep going. The feeling will pass, but you will remain. You are greater than your feelings. Going to bed late and waking up early to work for a few days won't kill you. You're not going to burn out. You're doing what it takes.
Most people were closer than they ever thought they were to finishing that big thing, but they never finished it because they didn't feel like finishing it. Or they were doing it and it was pain. And most people quit in the pain because the pain hurts so bad that they don't know if they want to keep going to get to go. Like, you're going to wake up most days and not be pumped up.
you're gonna wake up most days and not feel like doing it. But when you can get to a point that you do it anyway, then there's no way you won't reach any of your goals.
It's 1 a.m. I'm going for my third workout. Do I want to go to the gym? Absolutely not. I'd rather lay in my house and sit in the movie theater and watch movies. But, you know, to be the best, you got to work overtime. To be the best, you got to work overtime.
While all my friends and people who I knew were out drinking and partying and enjoying life, what was I doing? Running fucking 10 miles down the road in the fucking rain or killing myself in a boxing gym. And then people say to me, you know what, you're lucky. I'm lucky because I fucking trained so hard that I can't be beaten.
A lot of people want to be successful, but they want to go to the club on Thursday, on Friday, on Saturday, on Sunday, and then on Monday, they're getting outperformed by everybody in the fucking office, and they're wondering, why don't I get the raise and the promotion? Shut your fucking ass up. That's why, man. Get to work.
Don't be upset. Don't be upset. You didn't do it. Don't be upset. You didn't get the results because you didn't do the work. Don't be upset. I don't want you to be upset. I don't want you to be angry. I want you to be like E.T. I didn't get the results because I didn't do the work. Bottom line, I didn't show up on time. I didn't do what I said I was going to do. I hit the snooze button. I made an excuse. I didn't make adjustments, right? I need you to understand. Look. Don't be upset with the results you didn't get because of the work you didn't do.
All your excuses are lies. They are lies, all of them. Think about the things that you tell yourself, the lies you use to rationalize taking the easy road. You don't have time. That's a lie. You don't have support. That's a lie. You're too old or you're too young. Of course, you're too old or too young. Lie. And it doesn't stop if you don't make it stop.
Tell you, the harder and harder you work in here, the harder and harder it becomes to accept failure out there. Second place isn't an option anymore, guys. The more you give in here, the more you get out there. How would you not want to give it at all? What else are you going to do? You come here and kill it right now? Or stay home on the couch? But sometimes you got it ingrained in your head. What else would you be doing right now?
You want to be that one motherfucker that every day, whether it's raining, snowing, sleeting, you come and you bring the energy that it takes at the highest fucking level every day.
Be the guy who embraces the ugly, the miserable. Be the guy who embraces hard work, the grind. Don't be afraid of being hurt. Don't be afraid of sacrificing some blood. Be the guy who thrives in that.
Being tired is part of the fucking game. Okay? So it's not a valid excuse. It's normal. It's a constant. It's part of being human. And if you want to be a high achiever, guess what? You're going to have to acclimate yourself to being fucking tired way more than you're not tired. Successful people do not use tired as an excuse. They understand everybody else stops when they're tired. And so by pushing through the tired, you actually create a gap between you and everybody else that you're competing with.
A gram of talent and a bit of consistency and a good work ethic will put you so much further ahead of everybody else. So many people are prepared to give up at doing a thing because they haven't had immediate rewards. So if you can find a thing which to you feels like play, but to everybody else looks like work, you will absolutely annihilate them.
You gotta show up. How many times have you heard me say that? Show up. You can't stay home. You wanna be a success? You have to show up. You think somebody's gonna knock on your door and say, hey, I have this opportunity for you? It's not gonna happen. Get up in the morning, do what you gotta do, and show up.
You get up every day, you're entitled to nothing. Nobody owes you nothing. You could have talent, but if you don't have discipline and you don't execute, you don't focus, what do you get? Nothing. Nothing is acceptable but your best.
Who are you on those days you don't want to do things? It's easy to conquer when it's good weather. You got good sleep. The family's good. You feel great. The body's not injured. But you on those fucking days when all hell's broke loose, your body's fucked up, you're sore, you're depressed. That's the separator right there.
If you want to get somewhere specific, then you better take control of the wheel. You better drive that car where you want it to go.
Grab the steering wheel and drive your life where you want it to be. Do not just let things happen. You have to be default aggressive and make things happen.
I don't expect you to believe in my dream like I believe in my dream. And the problem with some of y'all is you want somebody else to support your dream. It's yours. If you want it to happen, get your butt up and make it happen. If you want it to happen, rise and grind. If you want it to happen, you're going to have to do what I do, and that's get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. If you want it to happen, that means you're going to have to get home at 2:15 and get your butt up at 5 so you can get to Detroit by 6. Because this is my time. This is my moment. Tomorrow. Ain't no such thing as tomorrow. We only got today.
If you're in bed right now and you're rolling around, you can't fall asleep, get the fuck up. It probably means you haven't done an honest day's work to earn that rest at night. 2 a.m., not a fucking person's here. I can scream my fucking ass off. No one hears me. I can cry. I can shit myself. I can put an honest day's work in here that more than anyone does in a week. And no one sees it. Because it's supposed to be that way.
There's 1,000 people trying to do exactly what you're trying to do. And after 3 years, that 1,000 goes down to 100 because everybody quits, okay? And now you're competing against 100. And then 3 more years go by. And out of that 100, there's 20. This is how it works. It's persistence. It's fortitude. It's grit. It's persevering the hard times. It's pushing through the times when everybody else quits. It's pushing through those times that produce the greatness that everybody searches to have.
You won't die. And if you do die, you won't care because you'll be dead. Best case, you win. Worst case, it won't matter.
Anybody could win a world basketball championship. Anybody could win the Grand Slam. But it's the people that can come back from the brink of destruction and almost down and out on your manhood, your pride, everything's almost stripped, and come back and conquer at the top of your game. Now that's the separation between a super champion and just an average champion.
My brain cannot process failure. It will not process failure. If I sit there and have to face myself and tell myself, you're a failure, that's almost worse than death.
The best way to fight the demons that chase you in the night is to stop and turn around. Turn around. Face it. A hero dies once, a coward dies 1,000 times.
Just remember that you might not be wearing a cape, you might not have any magic powers, but you have the ultimate power, and that is human will.
Your family's looking for that one guy right now. You're looking for that one guy who's strong, who's that pillar for the family in hard times. Make sure they look around and find you. These are the times right now for you to step up. Be that guy that can take anything.
Everybody's great when they're not tired. The champions is when they tired, that's when the real champions come out. That's when that real dog come out. Because if you go piss like a puppy, stay on the porch and let the big dogs eat.
Oh, surprise, surprise, motherfucker. The king is back.
Number 3 ranked featherweight fighter in the world, the notorious Conor McGregor.
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants. Say something! Don't win now! I all you boys! This is genuine. First of all, I want to say Alhamdulillah, God gave me everything. Alhamdulillah. I know you got this, you don't like this. Alhamdulillah. Tomorrow night, I'm gonna smash your boy, guys. I'm gonna smash.
I'm back, motherfucker! I'm back! All of this fucking solitary confinement shit got me back!
He's hooking! He's hooking! Damn, Ron, come on! What's the matter with you?
Tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow!
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
This is all about the quitting mind. So what's the quitting mind? So, let's say it's day 1 of a job interview. We all know what that fucking shit feels like. You have your clothes laid out, you got your fucking food ready to go in the morning, you've been preparing for weeks and weeks and weeks. You show up and you bring your best self. You get the fucking job. Merry fucking Christmas. All right. After a couple months, you start showing up to work a little later. You don't look as good. Your clothes aren't fucking laid out. Your breakfast isn't ready. Your mind's getting softer. We do that shit with everything in life. When New Year's coming up, guess what? You don't have a fucking quitting mind. Repetition every day. Stay hard.
Your missus says stay in bed. It's comfy, it's cozy. You've got work later on. You had an argument last night. You're slightly hungover.
Cause I know every motherfucker ain't gonna do what I'm gonna do. So this is how you level up. That's how you level up. I know there's a whole bunch of people with that right there. That fires me up. That makes me fucking happy what you just said. That brings joy to my life right there.
Why?
Because I know there's so many people that have the ability and just refuse to get off that couch. Refuse to study a few more hours. Refuse to go deeper, to go further. And that's where I gain the advantage. It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely. You talk about that you were kind of, lonely by yourself. I was the same way.
Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that.
It's okay. You made this much money, get back to fucking work. It's time to get back to work. Stop hearing yourself talk, get off the podcast, don't be on social media too much, cut out all the fucking noise, get back to the fucking mental lab, because that's where the knowledge came from. So for me, I must cap myself so I can come back with better, more unique knowledge versus all that cookie cutter knowledge that's out there. That's why people buy the books I have, because it's not cookie cutter.
Listen, this is what I learned. Everybody that you fight is not your enemy, and everybody that helps you is not your friend.
I said it last year. We're not here just to take part. We're here to take over.
If you don't want, go back to Dagestan. Nobody gonna ask about yourself. Without you or with you, there is always gonna be changes. With your name, this is your choice. You wanna put your name there? Okay, work hard. No? Bye-bye.
And secondly, if those blowhards with their blow darts want to come at me, they can send anybody they want, but don't send anybody you want back.
Nate Diaz, you just shook up the world. How's that feel?
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Pressure changes everything, pressure. Some people, you squeeze them, they focus. Others fold. You summon your talent at will, and you deliver on a deadline, and you sleep at night.
You don't want to be too aggressive. You don't want to be too assertive. You want to take a back seat and all of that. It's like, no, wrong. You should be a monster, an absolute monster, and then you should learn how to control it.
Do you know the expression, it's better to be a warrior in a garden?
Oh, surprise, surprise, motherfucker! The king is back!
Featherweight fighter in the world, the notorious Conor McGregor!
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants. Say something! Don't win now! I all you boys! This is Jesse!
First of all, I want to say Alhamdulillah, God gave me everything. Alhamdulillah, I know you got this, you don't like this. Alhamdulillah, tomorrow night I'm gonna smash your boy, guys. I'm gonna smash.
I mean, love it with your whole heart. Because if you don't, let's not even bother. Let's not open that door, they're just gonna slam it right in our face. I love this game, I live this game. And there's 1,000 other guys waiting in the wings who are obsessed with this game. Obsession's gonna be talent every time. You got all the talent in the world, but are you obsessed?
This is Sparta!
Tired, 14 days, 13 days, whatever the hell it is. Don't mean nothing. Tired is only in the mind. You tell yourself you're tired, you're gonna be tired. I don't get tired.
You said you could take me down 100 times out of 100 times, right? And that's what you're gonna do, right? I challenge you to get me down 5 times in that 5-round fight. you won't be able to do that. Maybe you will get me down once. I believe in my whole heart that I'll get you down too. But the difference is, when I get you down, your face will open up. There is nothing you can do to stop me from coming at you round after round with the most malicious techniques I know. You will lose this fight, Daniel Cormier. I want you to believe it. Every ounce of training you put in leading up to this fight will be a waste of your life.
It's not an arc, it's a fucking circle. I've been on it for like 30 fucking years. It's a circle that keeps going around and round and round. Winter, spring, summer, fall. Motherfucking winter, spring, summer, fall. Have enough pride in your fucking self to not have this hacky shit to get motivated. Love yourself enough to stay motivated 360 fucking 5. Fuck an arc, do a circle, stay hard.
Who the is that guy? Who the is that? You know damn well who I am. Who the is that?
Here, I am the champion.
Send me a message, like location, I'm gonna come. Wherever you want, doesn't matter. Ireland, New York, Brooklyn, or Moscow, doesn't matter. Tell me, where?
You didn't learn your limitations. I have no limitations.
In any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's gonna win that itch. On this team, we fight for that itch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that itch.
When you entered the 5th round against Kelvin, you said,
"You're not gonna beat me. I'm prepared to die." I signed my death warrant right there. I was like, look, if I'm ready to die, I'm ready to kill. You have to be willing to give something up as well.
I've never feared any man in my life. My grassroots background, we don't back down from anyone. I don't play games. I don't kiss anyone's ass. And I'm a real man. And if I die, I want to die, man.
There's a difference between who you are and what you are. And what I am when I step on that court is, I become that. I am that killer snake.
I'm from Brownsville, Brooklyn. I'm not afraid of nobody. In the ring or out of the ring, they got a gun or a knife, and I'll show him that too. I'm just ready to get it on and crush this guy's skull and show the real world champion is the best fighter in the era.
The only way out for me at that time was death. I'm going to be a Navy SEAL, or I'm going to die trying, period. And my body said, Roger that.
Every giant in your life, slay him. You go back and slay him. Don't kill him, slay him. Step up to the plate. Who got next? Who else wants some?
You're not in here to get an achievement. You're in here to pay your fucking dues, so later in life you never wonder what if. We're putting the work in now, so we never wonder what if. Not run by the clock. Our competition's asleep right now. We're getting ahead of that competition.
I don't want to see a smile on that face after the game. The ultimate disrespect is when somebody takes what's yours. And this is our game. It's our time. And there's a bunch of guys trying to take it from us. Somebody out there sitting working harder than you. No! Oh! Will! Working hard! Will! Somebody working harder! Hurry up! Let's go!
You think things are gonna just go your way? Well, they're not gonna just go your way. You gotta make them go your way. You think things are gonna just happen for you? Well, they're not just gonna happen for you. You gotta make them happen.
There is always gonna be champions. With your name, this is your choice. You wanna put your name there? Okay, work hard. No? Bye-bye. Very simple, nothing special.
I love war. I love the act of war. I love the players in war. I love the philosophy of war. I'm invincible. I'm a savage. I'm ferocious. I'm the smartest savage.
The one mentality that you must have in life is that regardless of what's in front of you, you still must grind. I don't want to do half the shit I do, but still I grind. And that one day, you see me down a dark alley.
Fighting out of Fairfield, New Jersey, Habib, the Eagle Nurmagomedov. Yeah.
To me, Khabib is one of the scariest too.
Oh yeah.
Because he's beating you down. He's not only beating you down, he's breaking you mentally. And for me, that is worse than anything. For me, it's the scariest one, pound for pound.
Dude, there's something about looking at that motherfucker. Like, I love these guys who you can look in their eyes, you can tell something ain't right.
Hard as that.
Listen, I'm a fucking student of war. I know all the warriors from Charlemagne, Achilles, the #1 warrior of all warriors. From then Alexander, Napoleon, I know them all. I read them all, I studied them all. I know the art of fight, I know the art of war. That's all I ever studied.
That's why I'm so feared. That's why they feared me when I was in the ring, because that's all I was an annihilator. That's all I was born for. And now those days are gone. It's empty. I'm nothing. I'm working on being the art of humbleness. Can you believe in me? That's the reason why I'm crying, because I'm not that person no more. And I miss them. Because sometimes I feel like a bitch.
So before each fight, were you afraid?
Listen, right? And I'm a guy, I'm conscious. I understand the process of fear. Because I was 13, I understand the process I was taught. And I'm scared, I'm crying before. But I know I'm not crying to get my ass kicked. I'm crying because I'm going to lose faith. People are not going to love me no more. I'm not going to be nothing. I'm going to go back to Brownsville. Nobody else knows I'm a failure in life. I'm nothing. I'm a bitch ass nigga. And then then as soon as they say it's time to go, I turn into a monster. How does that happen?
No one cared who I was till I put on the mask.
If I pull that off, will you die?
It would be extremely painful.
You're a big guy.
For you.
You have to do it yourself. No one is going to give it to you. No one is going to give it to you. And this doesn't mean you have to take from someone else. You have to build for yourself.
I talk to my kids about hard work and stuff. I say, honey, you can either be the lion or you can be the gazelle. Nature needs both.
Some people need that as a furnace. Like they need that competitive drive, you know? And like, I feel like that happens when you don't derive joy from what you do. Like you derive joy from the outcome. You're obsessed with outcome, you know, like at least for me, everything before was outcome, right? It was like, I'm good if I get a special, or I'm good if I'm doing these things, or I'm good if I kill. And the second I was stripped of the opportunity to do those things, I actually found like I loved creating more. And then whatever the outcome was extra.
People want to know where I find my strength at, where I get my strength. I get it from a lot of places, but right now, this morning, I'm getting it from, there's not a motherfucker that's up. There's not a car, there's not a person. Everybody's in their bed, sleep, dreading that it's a Monday, hate it's a Monday. And I'm loving it. I'm loving that. Where everybody's getting weaker, I'm getting stronger. It's not about the running, the swimming, the push-ups, the sit-ups. It's about what those things do for your mentality. You don't get better on the daggone couch. You get better by coming out here and getting the fuck after it every daggone day.
Now, being dangerous is not being a threat. They're two different things, all right? And it's not about going out and lifting weights and getting a bunch of tattoos and wearing leather jackets and walking around with your chest and shoulders up, hulking around saying, I'm dangerous. That's very rarely is that a dangerous man. Often the most dangerous man in the room is the quietest man in the room.
To all of you out there, please keep your dreams alive.
We all get exactly the same amount of time. Focus on right now, because that is all you've got. There isn't any past, there isn't any future. Now's it. That's it. When the sand's gone, it's gone. Don't waste your time. Do you know that everybody alive gets exactly the same amount of time we get all there is? It's what we do with it that makes the difference. Don't waste your life. Set your goals high. Quit thinking about what's wrong. Start thinking what's right. Love a little more, hate a little less. You have no idea what you're capable of doing. Make up your mind today, you're gonna figure it out.
It's easy to give up. You know,
Hell
it's
yeah.
Easy. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. All right, man, I'm done. I ain't going. I ain't gonna keep going.
Yeah,
I don't feel like going to work.
The
I'm
one,
done.
yeah, man.
It's easy. It's very easy. But what's hard is going, yo, yesterday I got nothing from working as hard as I could. Nothing happened from that. I'm gonna do the same thing again today, but I'm gonna try to go harder. That's the hardest thing in the world. To get up every day and give 100% and be in the same position that you were each day, but mentally know that you're trying and trying and trying. That's a real grind.
One thing about martial arts, people can say this fight game is dangerous and it's brutal, but my mind is strong. I'm fit in body and mind, and that's something that not a lot of other careers can give to a person. So
it's really important to learn. I think every young man should learn how to fight. I think there would be way less fights because of it. And I don't think you have to be a mean person to learn martial arts. I think it's a skill, and I think you learn it, and then once you start getting good at it, it starts actually becoming fun. And the people who you practice it with, you become close with.
Yeah.
You don't hate the people that you're practicing fighting with. They become some of your closest friends.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a big it's a giant confidence boost to know that you can do something difficult and get better at it. I think just that alone, it has massive benefits for people.
Exactly. So I get kicked out, and then I start training like ninth grade. I start training, and then dude, like, I realized I wasn't a racist. I was just angry, you know? So like when I train, it gives me tools to process it. But like, if it wasn't fighting, bro, I'd be in jail. Like it's not like, I mean, I'll never forget, you know, I always tell people the first day I trained, I got the shit kicked out of me, covered in blood, bro. Like, first moment in my life I ever felt happiness. First moment in my fucking life I ever felt happiness. And shit kicked out of me. Just all the anger, gone.
You recognize that anytime I was in the gym, I was happy. You know, whatever's going on in my life, good or bad, I go to the gym, I exercise. Exercise is the best form of medication. I always felt happy after a workout or after training, and she obviously saw that. So when I was stopped training, I was hanging around the wrong people or whatever, you know, I wasn't as happy as I would be. So she wasn't, in her head, she obviously wasn't thinking of sending them into an MMA fight. She just wanted me back in the gym and back training and back doing what I loved.
Imagine you have no martial arts training. None. Take everything you've learned, throw it away.
Okay.
Take away all your physical training.
Okay.
You walk into a room full of people. How do you feel psychologically?
A little insecure.
Insecure.
Yeah.
Insecure.
Yeah.
That's how regular people feel. Yeah. Most people, I should say, most. They never train in their life. They're unskilled to deal with a situation that might occur. Could occur at any moment.
Yeah. Well, I think that would stop a lot of bullying. And I've said this before, but I think it's counterintuitive to people. They think that bullying is a mean person, and if you taught them how to fight, they'd become meaner. But I don't think that's the case. I think bullies are insecure.
Yes.
Yeah. I think if you took away that and they got to really establish through training that they have character and that they're worth something and they don't have to be insecure and they build up this confidence, you wouldn't see them going out and picking on people.
I never thought I'd struggle with it, but I mean, like, for some reason, when I wasn't fighting or in camp, so I just do my head in, you know what I mean? I needed a fight, and this opportunity come up, and, you know, I'm telling myself it's meant to be. Obviously, I was struggling a little bit not fighting, doing my head in. I don't know how, everything's fine. I've got a beautiful family, but I don't know, you know, I think you just need to keep busy.
There are many, many parents of young kids who are seeing my path and encouraging their kids into the game of martial arts. And whether the kid, you put your child into martial arts or whatever, it allows them to go and conquer whatever they want to. Whether they want to conquer the fight game, they can. Whether they want to go and conquer the business game or whatever route they decide to take, training from martial arts will help them. So I am happy that I have put martial arts in the spotlight in my country and shown it for what it is, true dedication and a beautiful discipline.
People only fail because they get caught up into what winning was. You're supposed to fail at some point in time. You're supposed to get knocked down a couple times. You're supposed to lose. That's how you learn. Perfection is only a word because imperfection was discovered. You can't be perfect without knowing what imperfect is. You have to experience imperfection at some point to go, now I'm perfect. And that's what people don't realize.
What I'm saying is I'm always waiting for everything to be perfect before I live my life. I'm always waiting for everything to be perfect before I live my life.
Everyone's like, oh, later in life, I want to do this. Later in life, I want to do that. Later in life is turning around, looking in the mirror right now. That's the later in life. And unless that turnaround is something in progression, later in life ain't gonna be anything different.
As soon as these things line up, I'm gonna live my life. I'm burning this candle down and I'm saying as soon as it gets bright enough or warm enough in here, I'm gonna show up. But the candle's getting smaller.
Find something. Find a thing that you genuinely enjoy, because getting good at things you genuinely enjoy is extremely beneficial for young people, because it lets you know that, like, everybody thinks they're a loser. Every young person thinks they're a loser. At least a young person in the situation I was at. Like, I didn't know I wasn't a loser until I started winning, until I started doing martial arts. Martial arts taught me that, like, I could get better at stuff, that I wasn't really a loser. I just was someone who was, like, in a fucked up situation. but you could channel all that energy that you have as a young person into something and get better at it. And then all of a sudden people admired me. I was like, this is crazy. So I went from being someone who was incredibly insecure and basically a failure to someone who was really successful at this one thing that was very dangerous, that other people were scared of.
Every morning when you get up, say over and over to yourself, do it now, do it now, do it now, I do it now, do it now. Whenever you have this tendency to procrastinate, program your subconscious mind with this automatic conditioned command, do it now, do it now, do it now.
You can't wait for everything to be perfect to start living your life.
Also this idea, this is a really important one, because people have this idea that somehow I'm 30 years old, I shouldn't be doing this anymore. I'm 50 years old, I should have learned by now. That's all bullshit. Throw that away. Toss that shit aside. Like these ideas of numbers that people have in their head that by a certain age you should stop. You are alive. And if you are alive and if you are thinking, all those numbers that you keep attaching, well, you know, when Einstein was 30, shut the fuck up. Stop doing that. That is a waste of your time. And stop saying to yourself, I should be better by now. I'm such a total non-helping thought. What you need to think of is life. You're living, you're alive right now, and if you've made a mistake and you're still continuing to learn and grow, that's all just data.
Don't be scared to get to the money at all times. I went to sleep 3 a.m. I was back up at 6:30, excited. No excuses. My bad. You know, shut the fuck up and let's get to the money.
You're that much closer to becoming that person you always knew you could be. I mean, isn't it about time you do that? Isn't it about time you become that person you knew you always could be? How do you do that? You break the fucking mold, guys. You get the fuck out of bed when it's cold, when it's early. You do something away from the normality of what you've been doing. That's psychotic behavior. Doing the same thing, expecting a different result doesn't work that way. You must switch up the mainframe. Switch it up if you want a different result, man. Why not try it, man? Shock the system. Start with an earthquake, man. What I mean by that is, yeah, get up at 4 in the fucking morning one day. Just one day. And go for a fucking run. Commit to one day. And see how you feel. As you're jogging it back in around 5 or something. As your neighbors are still asleep. Or as you're jogging it back in at 6 o'clock. And your neighbor's just getting up, grabbing the coffee, looking outside. Wondering, you know, what the day's gonna hold for them. Well, your day's already provided something for you. You see how that works? Mentally, you feel like, wow, man, that was fucking alive. And then you go about your day at work, and your coworkers like, who the fuck? What happened to old Greg, man? This is a new. Who's this? That's right. The new motherfucker's here to stay. And get the fucking on my plan or get the fuck out of my way. That's how you run it, man. But you won't get to know what I'm talking about, man. You can't look at a picture of something of Hawaii and feel the cool breeze and the warm water. You gotta be there, man. You can't talk it all the time, you gotta walk it. Commit to one day, try it, see how it feels. Getting up that fucking early when everyone else is asleep, or when it's that cold. When everybody else says, no, this is not comfortable, we shouldn't do this. You say, yes, motherfucker, I'm gonna introduce myself to it. And who that person is, we don't know. Who could it be? It's exciting, man. Because the way you feel after that, as exhausted or as how unpleasant as the experience might be, the after effect on how prideful you feel, man. That's something you're either gonna love or not. And if you love it, dude, you're on your journey to something magical.
We were very, very poor. Me, my mother, and my brother, when we moved to England, we grew up in a homeless hostel. So I grew up at the very end of the socioeconomic ladder. I had a worse start than 99% of people. But I lived my life when I was poor, furious at the fact I was poor. Because my ego, and I'll be honest, my ego is at a point where I didn't understand how other people can afford Ferraris and I can't. I would be 18, walk into college, and a Ferrari would drive past. And it would ruin my week. And everyone would be like, what's wrong with you? I'd be like, don't you see, this fat fuck can buy a Ferrari and I can't. Why? He's not a better man, he's not a better person than me. I'm just as good as him, if not better. I couldn't stand the fact that there are people who could do things I couldn't. So this gave me unlimited motivation to get rich. Now I found a way to get rich, and I believe that anyone who really, really, truly wants to get rich will get rich, one way or another.
1 a.m., I'm going for my third workout. Do I want to go to the gym? Absolutely not. I'd rather, lay in my house and sit in the movie theater and watch movies. But, To be the best, you got to work overtime. To be the best, you got to work overtime.
The fear is never reaching your potential.
That's it.
That always falling short, always quitting before you're done, always procrastinating, always not doing the right thing. And then one day you're an old man.
Yep.
And you look back and go, God, I could have been great.
Yep.
I could have been great.
I never forget one time I was running by a graveyard when I was fucking just trying to become, I was fat. And I ran by a graveyard and I looked out there and I have all these epiphanies, man. I have all these fucking moments of like, it's crazy, man, of just thought. Cause I'm always by myself. I'm always in deep fucking thought about how to be better.